I am Kurt from Oz Armour and welcome to Workshop Wednesday. So we're still waiting on a few things for the wheels and the swing arms, so while we wait for that, we're going to make a start on the turret. It's not a working vehicle and no one's actually going to be operating it inside. We don't have a turret ring or a ball bearing race or anything for it, but even so, there's still a lot of work to do to make it look as good as it can, even though it's a static display. The barrel's seen better days, so we've got some work to do here. The main hatch that comes out here, and this is actually operated by an external torsion bar to assist the opening and closing mechanism. So we're gonna have to come up with a solution for that. There's what I believe is a radio mount that goes here, an armored radio mount or cover. These vision blocks have little hinged armored covers for them. And we're actually missing two of them. Again, even though it's not gonna be actually functional, we don't want rust wearing through the paint and causing troubles down the line, making it look ratty. So this all needs to be cleaned up as well. And since this was on a firing range, it sustained a lot of damage that isn't wartime. We're gonna keep some of it because it frankly looks pretty cool. But these big holes that are obviously range damage, we're gonna be filling in and smoothing over. But grazers like this, we're gonna keep. So let's have a look inside. Man, this is pretty complete in here, like considering.
Completely buggered.
Completely buggered, yeah. Look at this. See, that's part of the shell that penetrated this area of the turret.
That's great.
So it's blasted through and lodged itself there. That's amazing. There is a lot of sharp things here. All these impacts here, they've come through and they've just slammed into the gun and they've caused the whole gun to actually bend slightly this way. We've never seen anything like this, so it looks like they had an idea that there would be a hatch that would open, but instead they've just sort of welded it off and made it only contain the little periscope blocks. So there's only one escape hatch.
That's pretty interesting, isn't it?
For the turret.
Usually the center of the cupola will open, but this one is just welded completely.
There's this hole here where they can so they can hang a pistol out there and defend themselves and look through the hole above it.
Oh look, it's got them on this side as well. So it's got your pistol port, which would have been here. So that's probably why this piece of plate is blown the way it has. It's because there was actually a slit here to begin with. And then this is actually part of the hole for the pistol to go out of. So when we're plugging those holes, we'll make sure that we only do this one, and not this one as well, because that's actually a part of the vehicle.
That's a part of it, yeah. You can see it's slightly got a different, it's like smoother here.
Yeah, that's interesting. Oh, you know what? That's what's going on there. See this here?
Where, sorry?
See here?
Oh, yeah, it's folded in.
That's actually the pistol. That's where you look out of to shoot your gun out of this hole. So
yeah,
on the other side.
So that's that long slit on the other side.
It's just been closed up from the force of this round going through here. It's shut that groove up.
So we won't be doing anything in here in terms of a restoration. It'll all be cleaned up and sandblasted and primed in red oxide, but we won't be doing any work in here because no one will see it and it's not actually going to be in use. But you get to see it, so that's pretty cool.
And you got the spider web in you.
Do I?
Yeah. Spooky tail.
Have I got it?
On the other side, sorry. Yep, there you go.
So this week, Beau is going to get to work patching over the large holes and start working on the hinges for the periscope covers in the cupola. There was a lot of debate whether or not to fill in these big holes, but in the end we decided we'd rather have it look a little more polished.
I need to fix this one and then don't fill this one. So any of these penetrations that you see on the side here, we need to basically take off any high spots from the exterior before we put our plug in there. So take off all of these bits and we need to grind them down so it's smooth. And then that way, when we put the plug in there and we weld it in, then we can blend that surface in. I know, I like them too, but it's not my tank, and it's not your tank either.
I like the termite holes. I'd leave it.
There's one here that I'm not going to say anything to Rob about.
That's a beauty.
It's still got the projectile stuck in there too.
Oh shit, I never realised that.
Look at it.
Oh, that's neat. Has it come through much on the inside?
Yeah, yeah, you can see it.
Oh.
The holes are mostly tidied up. So now it's time for Beau to fix up that vision slot.
I knew it wasn't going to move, I just wanted to see what would happen. I'll get the oxy, and then I can cut down these sides. Hopefully it'll blow all the way through, and then we should be able to hit this out. Then we can clean it up a bit more so that this vision port looks like the other side. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. How did it go? Uh-oh. That way? Is that right? Yeah. It's pretty close, hey? It's gonna get a roar. Just check what the other side is. 20-ish. 20 to 25. Really hot. There's a high spot here. That bit there. Look at that. Just like you'd say, Ella. Bloody beautiful. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty, like, even there. So that's pretty good there. The gap feels pretty even along here, so I'm happy with that.
Now Beau can fill the holes.
We're just using discs, which are the centers of things that we've had cut from our steel supplier. And we keep these discs because they come in handy for when you want to plug holes in the side of a KV-1S turret. So you never know when you're going to need them. Put a disc in the hole like this. I just need to make it so that it sits flush. So you can see here that how it's sticking out. So I need to trim a piece off this disc. 2, 3. This has got a curve to it, so this is where the bend is in the plate, back here. But I'm not going to go pressing this or anything. What I'll do is I'll just add fillers into that area. Originally we had one to go in here, right? But that's the pistol port, so lucky we didn't fill that in. Give that a go, because that's how much of that pistol port hole is going to be there. Now I've got to clean them up. Tricky one. It might work in my favor actually here, because as it curves around, this piece keeps going straight. But if I tack it in certain spots, then I can put a bit of heat into this part, and then I can hit it around, so it'll actually curve the plate for me. I just need to make sure I'm getting this pretty flush here.
After a few days, the plugs are fully welded, blended in, and primed. While working on the turret, Beau noticed a lot of evidence of the extreme pressure the factory at Chelyabinsk must have been under.
So this is all like some sort of casting defect here, and then they've just tried to fill it up completely with weld. And honestly, it's one of the worst weld jobs I've ever seen along this back section here.
That's not the worst welding thing you've ever seen.
Yeah, no, you're right, Curtis. That one's probably the ugliest weld I've ever seen. This one is probably the worst weld I've seen. So this part here is actually the main support for the front shaft that holds the idler wheel. They've completely missed this entire weld in that entire section.
You can see they've welded along here. You go, oh, whoop, better go back in.
This is right up in the top front corner of the vehicle, so that probably was a bit of a blind weld. Looks like something you would have done.
Thanks, mate. Thanks a lot.
It's easy to laugh at this from a distance of 80 years and thousands of kilometres, but spare a thought for the men working tirelessly in defence of their country in what must have been truly dreadful conditions.
Today we're just going to be doing the Cupola, freeing up all of the Periscope hinges, getting all the rust out of them, seeing if we can get them to move. If we can get them to move without breaking the rod for the hinge off, that'd be great.
Beau's using oxy on the hinges of the Cupola Periscope armoured covers. Decades of rust have basically welded them shut. The heat is the key here. It causes the metal to expand faster than the rust layer can keep up with, which is going to break the iron oxide grip. Once the heat has done its work, Beau follows up with the needle gun. The rapid percussion hammers away at the loosened rust scale and gets into the pits and crevices that a grinder or wire wheel just can't quite reach. Then it's just rinse and repeat.
So there's one that's still caked up with quite a bit of rust. We'll see how we go. A bit more heat. It needs a lot of heat. There's a little bit of movement here.
Yeah.
But it's the whole entire thing. Ready? Film this.
Oh.
Just kidding. There's a groove there. Oh, it's the same on the others as well. Interesting. So yeah, that's one way of doing it. I've noticed that these are pretty delicate. They're obviously we got 2 missing, so I thought maybe there was a bit of a design flaw with these because the only welding is on each side here. That's it. So the trouble with that is the amount of pressure we need to put on this part that opens is going to be too much for the weld anyway. So if we want to free these up on the cupola, we're more than likely just going to break them all off. Just see. The only difference is the hinge is actually moving. I think the best thing to do is take them all off, free them up and re-weld them. Okay. So the part that needs to move isn't moving because it's locked in with rust. Just rip that off. Don't need it. There's a little pin there.
Oh, yeah.
And then on this one, there's a little loop. But I don't know exactly why they have that there, to be honest. And over here as well. So it's about to break off. Just those 2 little bits of weld. And I know that probably not as strong as they used to be when they were first welded, but to be able to just snap them off with a crowbar like that, just a short crowbar, just goes to show that it's not enough weld. So to me, that's a bit of a design flaw.
That's all we have time for today. If you think Beau earned it, be sure to let him know in the comments and support the museum by liking and subscribing. And tune in this Friday for another tank restoration fix. So until then, I'm Kurt from Oz Armour, and I'll see you on the next one.